Wait, what? Oh my god! Oh. Oh shit.
This is goodbye, partner.
Oh.
What are you saying?
You take over for me now.
Wait, what are you? Hey, Garcia!
Took 7 of those bullets, yet he survives. You will become the hero with 8 hearts.
Holy shit.
Do not let me down, Johnson. I mean, 8 heart.
Damn. Dark Knight. Holy shit. Suda, the absolute madman. You thought this was a No More Heroes sequel? Wrong! Welcome to the unofficial Shadows of the Damned sequel. Kind of. Yeah. Probably the coolest bait and switch ever. Also, that line. You took 7 bullets, so you'll need 8 hearts is like the most badass thing I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, welcome to hell. So yeah, in this world, Killer 7 and stuff is canon to this world, but Shadows of the Damned in this universe is still a video game that Travis played. Okay, welcome to Damned, again, the ultimate bait and switch. I love how they bait and switch you with Killer Marathon, which is absolutely nothing, but then they also bait and switch you with a good thing, like the very next moment. By the way, again, this goes back into in the visual novel with the whole calling out EA thing. The death ball that Damon Riccatello has in the last scenario in the Travis Strikes Back novel, the death ball he has just happens to be the Shadow of the Damned death ball. Like, come on. If you needed any more evidence, there you go. Anyway, so, again, it is still Travis Strikes Again, so we're still going to be dealing with a lot of enemies. Visually, this is probably the most detailed area in the game. A lot of the areas are pretty simple in this game, but you'll notice as we go throughout Damned that pretty much every single room is a unique room. Like, none of it is like Electro Triple Stars level where it's like, oh, now it's those scaffolding and like the dark corridors for like the next 20 minutes. No, like every single room in this place is a different location, which makes sense because canonically this is supposed to be a big AAA death drive game, so it makes sense that they put a lot of effort into this one. That cutscene specifically too is, I wouldn't be surprised if that, out of all the cutscenes, that was the one they spent the most money on animating, just because, again, this is supposed to be a big AAA game, so it makes sense in this context. Okay, moving right along. So fucking cool, man. For the record, I haven't played Shadows of the Damned myself. I saw a friend play through the game right when it came out. It was a long time ago. He's probably watching this around. How's it going? But regardless, oh, we've just passed up Bugstar. Oops. Mm-hmm. Nice. Damn right. You wear that jacket like a pro. It's just... Dude rocked a racing jacket like no one's business. See, I haven't played Shadows of the Damned. Again, it is on my to-do list of just playing every single Sudaverse game before a threequel, if it actually happens. But, regardless of how the development of the rough development of that game, Suda still, like, likes the finished product, even though it's not what he originally set out to make. Like, he did the best he could, and he himself said, like, it's still a game that he's proud of. Anyway, so we just actually got into the gimmick of this world. Again, typical hack and slash gameplay, but the gimmick of this one specifically is actually taken straight from Shadows of the Damned, where in Shadows of the Damned, there's, like, several points where you have to navigate darkness, essentially. That was actually, like, one of the big things that was going to be part of the game. Is originally was a game called Kuriyama, and it was supposed to be a game where it was more similar to Silent Hill than an action game, where you can't really fight against the demons that well. In fact, I'm not even sure the game originally had demons. Like, what didn't really have, like, a hell aesthetic. It was more of a Silent Hill kind of game. But we just passed up the Unreal coin. I don't know what I'm doing. But regardless, in the concept and in the actual game itself, there's moments where... the whole freaking game pretty much is, where you're going to be traveling through darkness, and you basically have, like, a time limit to get from point A to point B before you die. And that's kind of what they do in this area as well. Whenever you enter an enemy gauntlet, most, if not every enemy gauntlet, like, darkness will start kind of, like, filling the room, and I don't believe it outright kills you. I'm pretty sure it just damages you. But yeah, if you stay in the darkness too long, then you die. So don't stay in the darkness too long. Also, screw these coins. I'm pretty sure we have enough money to buy every single shirt that we would want, regardless of the coins that we're picking up right now. Another cool thing about this one, about this game, is that a lot of the enemies are, like, differently shaded. They look more, I guess, demonic, for lack of a better word. That's probably not the right word to use. Also, we're about to die. Okay, there we go. Again, don't worry too much. We should actually heal. We're actually really low on health. I wouldn't worry too much about the darkness thing. I found that it never really got to a point where it's, like, actually detrimental, at least on this difficulty. Okay, in this graveyard section, again, like I said, you'll notice that every single room in this place is actually a completely different room. So I imagine this was one of the games that took, in real life, development-wise, probably took a while to make. As for the music, this game has a banger of a soundtrack, obviously, but Serious Moonlight's music is okay. I don't know. It's more, it fits the tone, for sure, but it's definitely not as much of, like, a banger as, like, Coffee and Donuts or anything. Not every track in this game has to be a banger. I am playing awful right now, by the way. And not every track in this game has to be a banger. Like, all the music does fit the actual mood that the game is going for. I should be able to do 2 heavies. Oh, fuck. Okay, I'm going for another... Wow, I really thought he was going to finish that attack. Fuck you. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna be totally honest, I'm a little rusty. It's been a while. Spoiler alert. Okay, moving on. I feel like I'm not really exploring the environment very well, but oh well. Huh. Hey, let's grab a toilet real quick. Again, I wish I had more context for for the game. It's been so long since I played it. Since I saw it, rather. On my to-do list. It's such a shame because, again, this game is like basically a big, massive crossover between all of Suda's games. And it just is a real shame because it's not every Suda game, it's every Suda game that he could get the rights to. So rip Juliet from Lollipop Chainsaw because, yeah, it isn't obvious. Grasshopper does not actually own the rights to Lollipop Chainsaw. It's actually owned by Warner Brothers because they published it. Believe it or not, even with the whole skirmish with EA, they actually did manage to maintain... Grasshopper managed to maintain all of the rights for Shadows of the Damned. This drill guy is just ruining my day. There we go. Okay, and we just got a new skill. Let's check it out real quick. We actually might have a skill from the last game as well. Physalis Chip. Okay. Throws a capsule spewing gas in 4 directions. That sounds really bad, but sure. And V2. Spin like a top. Oh, this one's actually pretty good. This one was in the... I remember this was in one of the first trailers. It's good. It has its uses, but it's also a little awkward to use. But sure, we'll show it off. Swing and a miss, Travis. Damn it. There we go. Nice. Okay, starting to get a little bit more of the hang of it. Oh, come on. I thought it would go through the tree. Okay. Spewing gas in 4 directions. There we go. Oh, I see. And now we can actually use other chips to actually ignite it. Like, we could use the Psycho chip right there. So that's really cool. That's one of the things I mentioned earlier, where you can kind of, like, synergize the chips together, and some of them actually do... Like, you can create some pretty deadly combos if you're smart about it. Let's grab this coin real quick, and definitely not spawn enemies. And we'll use this. There we go. So yeah, this attack is completely devastating. The one thing I don't like about the spinning attack is that it does actually leave you open. You'd think you'd have, like, some sort of invincibility frames, and you do, like, you are hitting, you're basically amassing moving hitbox during it. But at the same time, it's you can get knocked out of it surprisingly easily, and then it's just kind of a waste, which is why I actually prefer using the attacks that are just, like, one and done, you know, one and done attacks that just get it out of the way right away. Okay, let's see if we can fuck up this drill guy. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the spinny chip is going to get me in more trouble than it's actually worth. So I'm just going to switch back to my usual loadout because I love it. Okay, there we go. Why are there still enemies? I mean, why are there still walls, rather? Fuck you, drill guys. Oh, come on. Fuck you. I said fuck you! Probably wasn't a good idea to actually throw him into me, but oh, okay. Man, that's really blocking our progress. We can't really go back after beating all these enemies. Okay, already at the next sheet, man. I've beaten you all game. Okay, let's crush some ass! Sheepman Ping. Yeah, let's see how this one goes. Awful, as usual. I suck. Screw you. Okay, we should be able to stun him into the wall. We gotta get the fuck out of here. Damn it. Oh god. Fuck. Nice. There we go. Yeah, we did decent on that one. Oh my god. I completely forgot about the about the cheat codes. Shoot. One sec. I need to look at what the pictures were. Okay, so it turns out that one of the cheat codes is actually in this room, so I actually looked out. Come on, Travis. I'm pretty sure it was in this room. There we go, got it. That was really weird. I couldn't get that one to trigger for some reason. I got it, whatever. Anyway, so I guess there's actually 2 cheat codes in the Sheepman room, so that's nice. I feel like they probably put something right here. Am I crazy? Up. Okay, I was gonna say I just felt something rumble, but I think it was my beam katana hitting the wall. I'm an idiot. Okay, moving on. Okay, okay, that was... Thank you, Unreal Engine. Ugh. I hate... Unreal Engine is pretty notorious for the whole level will load, and then you can start playing, and then the textures may pop in like a couple seconds later. Unreal Engine 4 isn't as bad. Unreal 3 was way worse. Like, whenever I think of BioShock, that's one of the first things that comes to mind. That was one of the games that prominently featured that little oversight. C-R-A-Z-Y. It's a weird way to spell it. Okay, moving on. Probably shouldn't use my cooldowns on actual easy enemies. I should save it for the hard enemies, like these ones. Not that these ones are hard. They just take more than one hit. I still get hit by them all the fucking time, though. I haven't played this game before. I haven't played Shadows of the Dam before, so you can't get mad at performing poorly on Travis Strikes Again, Shadows of the Damned. It's totally the same thing. Even though I've been playing this game for, what, 5 death balls now? 6 if you include Killer Marathon. There we go. So yeah, even taking your sweet-ass time, like right there, like, it's... The darkness isn't really something you need to worry about, at least on this difficulty. I've seen some people say that, like, this game is, like, if you don't play it on like, the absolute hardest difficulty, then you're playing the game wrong. Like, I feel like I see that with a lot of games. I don't know. I'm not saying that the game wouldn't be fun on harder difficulties. I feel like, if anything, the bosses would be really fun on harder difficulties, because you'd really have to learn their patterns, but... In the interest of time, I'd like to get through the game as quickly as possible. Not as quickly as possible as to play on Sweet, but I don't know. If I was more confident in my abilities in this game... I feel like I'm decent at this game, but I'm not a master, obviously. We're about to die. Oh, come on, Gold Bug. There we go. But if I had completely mastered this game's mechanics, like, inside and out, like, a good example is Dead Space. Like, I've played the Dead Space series so often and so much that the only way for me to actually play the series anymore is on Impossible. Like, that's the only way, because anything else is too easy, and I'd argue that even Impossible is I've played it so much that it's just, I've memorized everything, so there's, like, even on Impossible, it's not even that hard. At least in 2 and 3. That's why it's really cool how in 2, like, even on impossible, well, not, impossible isn't in 2, you know what I mean, the hardest difficulty, like, there's the hardest difficulty in Dead Space 2, and then there's the even harder one that limits your save files, so I like when difficulties add, like, another element onto things, instead of just, like, difficulties where it just changes some internal numbers of, like, you do less damage and enemies do more damage. Like, I feel like that's kind of boring. I like it when games, like, do specific changes. Like, games that will, like, change item locations or spawn rates or add... the fucking best is when it adds, like, actual, like, enemy attacks and stuff. Like, this isn't your traditional single-player game. It's not a single-player game at all, but something like, we just got fucked. God damn it. Like, Killing Floor 2 is a great example, because, like, with each higher difficulty, the enemies, the Zeds in that game, will get more and more attacks, basically, and they'll be more aggressive, and their AI will change. And that's really cool. Like, it's a lot more interesting than just, you do less, enemies do more. Not saying that that's a bad way to do it, but I like it when devs put in that little extra effort. It makes me more interested in playing, like, higher difficulties. I suck at video games, is basically what this long tirade is going on. Okay. We should probably use this. Okay, well, that was pointless, because we just got knocked down to level 2 again anyway. Nice. Nice. Oh, shit. Nice! Not gonna get me, Travis man. As far as enemy variety is concerned, I think we've actually... I mean, it's... Let's be honest, we have most of the death balls. We're nearing the end of the game. But, I think as far as the... Oh, shit. As far as the enemies are concerned, I think we've actually seen... Fuck, man. Really? All of that because I missed the one electric attack. Like, I aimed it in the wrong way, and I got completely rocked for it. Oh my god, this is a lot. Shit! Why did I take such a long break? This is a nightmare. Goldbug blocked all of that. Oh my god. Okay, come on. There we go. That was a nice combo. I remember the first time I came in here, I saw these numbers. I was trying to figure out if there was some sort of, like, secret based on, like, your position or something. I'm pretty sure it's just numbers on a wall. I should stop looking into it.